Night City is not a place we win. It's a place where you survive just long enough to realize the game was rigged from the start. Cyberpunk 2077 and its expansion, Phantom Liberty, don't sell you on just a power fantasy. They sell you a moral compromise simulator. Every victory feels borrowed. Every choice feels poison. And every time you think you've done the right thing, you're reminded that your hands are just as dirty as everyone else's. This isn't a story about heroes. It's a story about people trying to stay human and a system designed to grind the humanity out of you. At its core, Cyberpunk 2077 follows V, a mercenary chasing glory, survival, and legacy in Night City, a hyper-capitalist urban nightmare where everything is for sale, including you. After a heist goes wrong, V becomes fused with a digital chip of Johnny Silverhand, a rebellious rocker boy who despises corporations and the world they built. The main story isn't just about removing a chip from your head. It's about identity, exploitation, and whether rebellion means anything when the system always survives. This is a dystopia where development norms are challenged not through power, but through consequence. You don't get to save the world, you only get to choose how you live inside of it. The world is defined by advanced cybernetic technology, corporate rule without restraint, and a culture where worth is measured in money, status, and most importantly of all, chrome. There are 3 different life paths you can take as you play Cyberpunk when you first start off. You have Corpo, where players come from the corporate machine itself. They understand the power structures, manipulation, and background deals that go on. But also, they are aware of being disposable, and even the architects of the system are not exempt from it. Next is Street Kids. They come from Night City's underbelly. They live and breathe its rules. They understand what loyalty, betrayal, and survival means in Night City in a way that corpos will never understand. Third of all is Nomads. They stand outside the city, representing freedom and that the system constantly tries to crush us. They're outsiders in a world obsessed with ownership. Each background gives you different dialogue, different insights, and different shades of moral compass. They aren't just roleplay options, they're mirrors of the system itself. Cyberpunk as a genre has always been about exploitation, but 2077 and the addition of its DLC, Phantom Liberty, go even further by making you complicit. You don't just witness corruption, you benefit from it, and you don't fight monsters, you become one to survive. And there's this persistent idea in the game that doing the right thing always costs something, and oftentimes it costs someone else more than it costs you. This is where the game lives in the trope of the no happy endings, utilizing the philosophy of the dark enlightenment, understanding that the system doesn't free you from it, but only makes the truth hurt more. What is the game really doing? Cyberpunk 2077 isn't just advocating these ideas, it's doing something more dangerous and more honest. It's showing what happens when their eternal logic works. It asks you, the player, what if the state really did disappear? And what if governance really was just ownership? And what if markets replaced democracy? Cyberpunk forces you to confront your ethics through interaction, not just cutscenes. One of the most disturbing examples is the side mission involving the crucifixion broadcast, a man seeking redemption through public execution entertainment. You can stop it, you can help it, and you can question it, but no matter what you do, it exists. And you as a player are always going to be a part of it. Even absurd moments like Skippy, he's a talking gun, and he reinforces this theme. It's funny, it's ridiculous, and violent, but a weapon that judges you for killing people while it's also helping you. Everything in this game asks, are you better than this world, or are you just better at surviving in it? Night City is essentially an anarcho-capitalist state with zero meaningful government power, with all of its power going to the corporate control. The rich live above the clouds in Arasaka Tower, and the poor live and rot in the neon. Your value is your productivity. Your worth is your augmentations, your humanity. It's optional. And inside this hierarchy, trust doesn't even exist. It's always transactional. Everyone helping you wants something. Every alliance is temporary. You learn quickly in Night City. You don't ask who is right, but only who benefits. There's corporate sovereignty inside the state of power, market logic replacing ethics, hierarchies becoming naturalized, along with humans becoming assets. And then the most important of all is freedom becoming a product and not a right. These dreams turn philosophies into a dystopia. With the addition of Phantom Liberty, this is where the theme intensify. Dogtown isn't just a prism, it's a microcosm of Night City, stripped of its illusion. No pretending, no marketing, just violence, deals, and power. And at the center of it all is Kurt Hansen. Kurt Hansen is Dogtown's warlord. He's not just a villain, but a symbol. He's what happens when military discipline and unchecked power fuse together. He runs Dogtown like a private nation, enforcing his own justice, proving that authoritarianism doesn't need legality, it just needs weapons and fear. Hansen's influence is mostly felt through combat spaces and environmental telling, rather than constant direct and interaction. You experience Hansen's ideology through how his men fight. Everything is rigid, tactical, controlled. His rule isn't chaotic. It's discipline, brutality implemented through level design. He's not chaos, he's order without empathy. Songbird is the heart of Phantom Liberty. She's an evil, she isn't a hero, she's just a survivor. And she's been shaped, warped, and hollowed out by the world around her. Groomed, controlled, and used. Her brilliance didn't even save her, it trapped her. She feels deeply human because she lies, manipulates, and hides, not because she's cruel, but because she's scared. She is what happens when a good person is pushed too far. Songbird's presence is mostly through net running mechanics. She never really feels physically present when you do see her in person, because she always feels like she's embedded into the system. Her character is more machine than person, and I think that reflects the world of Cyberpunk very well and the main themes of what this game represents. And your main antagonist of this DLC is Solomon Reed. He's performed by Idris Elba, and he's not the hero we're used to. He's tired, he's loyal to a broken system, and he works for the NUSA, FIA, a shadow organization that exists to control, lie, and manipulate in the dark. And this organization is under President Myers, who is the current president of the NUSA. What makes Reed's story so tragic is his relationship with Songbird. He doesn't just see her as an asset, but he also sees her as a daughter. And he's failed her, and that failure defines him. Reed admits he failed her during past missions. During our time with Reed, he breaks protocol repeatedly when Songbird's safety is involved. Solomon's character is very written, and the reason it matters is because of his loyalty, and his loyalty to the system is colliding with his love for Songbird, as he sees her as a daughter figure. And one thing that is an internal conflict for Solomon is him choosing his duty over his personal feelings and love, and that really destroys him. When it comes to Night City, there are no gold endings. There's no path where everyone is saved, and that's kind of the point. You aren't meant to feel victorious, you're meant to feel awake, because Cyberpunk doesn't ask, how do we fix this world? It asks us, how much of yourself are you willing to lose to live in it? And by the time the credits roll, there's only one unavoidable truth. And in Night City, there are no clean hands, only choices you can live with. And that's what makes this game so beautiful.
See what's in front of you. Let's brighten things up again.